What's going on, fellow YouTubers? This is KrispyQwiff here, and we're getting ready to start the walkthrough for Gotham Knights. And it's a pretty good game. I know there's some people that they're kind of disappointed with it, but that is only because they expect it to be just like the Arkham series, but it's not. And rightfully, it should not be because of the way it's designed with the co-op and everything. It has to be its own game, which it is. And I enjoy it and I like it. I've started playing on my main on Batgirl, on my other account, my primary account. This is my secondary account I use for walkthroughs and for the channel. So we're gonna get started from scratch. I was messing around with it, so we're gonna do new game. We have a pretty lengthy cutscene, so enjoy the show, grab popcorn, and I'll join you after it's over.
If you're watching this, I'm dead.
You're done, you and I. You're a disappointment, a failure. Years trying to fight this war. And for what? Corruption still flourishes in Gotham, lurking in every shadow.
You don't need that mask. I know it's you. Ra's al Ghul.
You allowed this blasphemy, this sacrilege. Did you think you could keep it from me?
Parlor tricks will not save Gotham from its reckoning. Not now!
This city is still under my protection.
Coming to help you.
I'll deal with you myself.
You should know by now that you cannot defeat me. I am eternal! The world is under honor I granted you! I made you my heir! But the lesser species might have survived even this!
Unlike you, I'm not afraid of dying. I'd rather keep my humanity.
You'll be dead before they get here. Your precious family. I will slaughter them, one by one. And when they have drawn their last breaths, I will burn the city to the ground.
You won't get a chance. Gotham is their city now.
If you're watching this, I'm dead. This is a code black. This message was automatically triggered when I destroyed the cave and everything it contained. I know what's coming won't be easy.
There!
But then... nothing we do is easy. I've prepared for it as best as I can. I know you have too. I'm sorry it's come to this.
For Gotham's criminals to realize the Batman is gone. You can't count on the GCPD. Haven't trusted us since Jim died.
You are clear to engage.
I'm leaving you the Belfry as base of operations. Some of the technology is outdated, but it has the gear you need and all of my files.
Many of you knew Bruce from Gotham's celebrity pages. A handsome, charming billionaire. And he was that. But he was more than a headline. He was my nephew. He was a friend, a mentor, and a benefactor to those of us gathered here today. And to those of you who didn't know him as we did, I want to tell you this. Bruce was Gotham. He loved this city more than he loved anything. He was a protector to this city. He worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring justice and equality. There's nothing he wouldn't do. No project he wouldn't champion if he thought Gotham would benefit. And I think in remembering that, we remember Bruce as he truly was.
You've always had my back when I needed you. I know you'll keep Gotham safe. Good luck. And goodbye.
How's Alfred?
What you'd expect. Took him 3 years to agree to a vacation, and Bruce turned up dead. He asked for some time.
He knows none of us were there either, right?
What about you? You let Jacob Kane give the eulogy.
He offered. He thought it'd be easier on us if he was the one to do it. He's Bruce's uncle.
Hell of a speech. All that talk about a protector who works behind the scenes. If he only knew.
Catherine wouldn't be there if she suspected. I can't see the anti-vigilante police commissioner presiding at Batman's funeral.
Here's something else she doesn't know. She has the body of Batman's killer in her morgue. Ra's al Ghul is listed as a John Doe, slated for cremation.
And what if the League of Shadows finds him? If they drop their dear leader in a Lazarus pit, he won't be so dead anymore.
You want to break into the GCPD headquarters for a what-if? Be my guest.
I decrypted the case Batman sent with his message. We should focus on that.
I looked it over, but did I get everything? It doesn't look complete.
I think Raish interrupted him while he was writing.
He says this has implications that could shake Gotham to its core.
Ominous, but not exactly helpful. I saw a few places we should poke around. Construction sites and quarry.
He also mentioned a Dr. Langstrom. Anyone know him?
He's a zoologist at Gotham University. Not sure what his connection is, though.
Let's divide up the work. We can meet at the Belfry when we're done. Get it up and running.
Who gets to talk to Langstrom?
Alright, this is where you get to choose your character, who you're going to use, and this is going to become what they call your main. You got to choose a main character. Now, in this game, you'll be able to alternate between characters whenever you go to the Belfry after a certain point, but usually people will main one character and then use the other characters for other situations as they see fit. So, on my main account, I'm using Batgirl. So Batgirl is pretty good. Expert hacker, tough as nails, single target bruiser. She's the most that plays like Batman from the Arkham series, if you're kind of looking for that, okay? And then you have Nightwing, and I don't know how he plays, but a lot of people like using him too. But he's a gifted acrobat, rapid combos, and a scream and stick expert. And he does a lot of bioelectricity stuff too. Robin is stealth specialist, tactical genius, and bow staff prodigy. And then you have the Bruiser, which is Red Hood, brute strength, powerhouse brawler, master marksman. And Red Hood's the one that actually uses guns. So if you like to use a character with guns, Red Hood's your guy. All right. But I'm going to choose as a main Robin. So let's do it. And part of the reason I'm doing that because I like his transversal skill. So you'll see that later. I won't talk about it now, but we'll see it later. Gotham Knights. Let's get it.
I'm at Gotham University, so I'm looking for a professor?
Kirk Langstrom. The half-finished file was attached to Batman's Code Black. There's something big there.
I'll keep my eyes open for any clues.
Okay, let's get rolling here. Open the door. All right. So that you guys can get the story and everything. I probably won't talk during those times, and then I'll explain stuff as it comes up.
So we got a positive ID on this faculty dude, Kirk Langstrom.
Right. I'll call it in on the way to the morgue.
Langstrom is no longer among the living. Any idea where his office is?
Langstrom's dead. Damn it. The note said his office is in Molten Hall, the 3rd floor.
Thanks, Belfry.
Now, for those of you that might not be familiar with Batman lore, Dr. Kirk Langstrom
left the balcony doors open on
is Man-Bat. So Man-Bat is a half man, half bat hybrid. He turned himself into like a little bat werewolf, basically. But now that he's dead, I don't know if we're gonna see it or not. We'll see.
The police didn't spend much time here. This must not be where Langstrom died. What are these marks? They look new. Papers to grade from months ago. He was really behind on the teaching side.
Have you found anything, Robin? I've got absolute jack shit here.
There's something here for sure. I just need to piece it all together.
You need backup. Can't just let you spend all night in the library writing up theories.
I'm fine, Red Hood.
Right. Be careful. And if you need backup,
I'll call you. This is clearly where Langstrom died. The GCPD abandoned the scene pretty quickly. Do they just not care, or...?
Spooky. Investigate crime scene.
Langstrom appears to have been attacked at his workstation. Blood loss was... significant. Signs of a struggle. Then, whoever did this... pinned him to the wall. How awful. Langstrom dragged himself towards that cabinet before he died. Why wouldn't he go to the door? Is that a hidden door? Langstrom was hiding something behind this cabinet.
Investigate the crime scene, search for evidence, and uncover the truth. Use your joystick to explore the crime scene with the cursor. Important items will be identified with a magnifying glass icon. Okay, so this has crime scenes. Like, this is not the only crime scene. You have to investigate and put together the clues to find out what happened. So I like this part about it. I think it's pretty cool the way they do this.
There's a phone number. I don't recognize the area code.
Sticky note on the back of the notebook has a North American phone number written on it. The area code 127 is underlined. North American area codes are not permitted to begin with 1.
Langstrom must have been a movie buff. Maybe the release date is significant.
Langstrom was clearly a fan of the classics. The date of the film's re-release is 04/11/92. That's the second clue. Let's see if we get some over here. And two, if you on this game, your joystick will start buzzing when you're getting close to the clue too.
Specific dates. I wonder why.
Yeah. What are the significance of those dates? Oh, what's this over here?
A thermostat would be a smart way to hide a keypad.
It's not clear what this connects to. There's a display with room for 6 digits. And we do have something that has 6 digits. Could it be? Well, we got the fifth clue.
Has a microwave in here. I doubt this place is food safe. Wait, is it modded?
An old microwave, the keypad is modified with computer parts not typically found in this sort of appliance. The display for the room has 3 digits. All right, so now we got to link up the clues. So most probably it's this, because they said the keypad is modded. I know people think it's that because it's not clear, but this has been modded. So we're going to hit mark, and then you come down here and then you hit mark again. Why? Because this one has 3 digits. So this one has 3 digits. So it's probably it. Boom. Now you solve. Boom. Look there. Solve the mystery.
Now let's see what Langstrom took this much trouble to hide.
Yeah. Let's see what he tried to hide. Ooh, secret laboratories. Feeling like Dexter right now. That's Dexter's laboratory, not Dexter the serial killer. I just want to put that out.
Whoa. What is all this? Was he messing with these creatures' DNA? Holy unethical research.
Wait a minute.
Dr. Langstrom was hiding some serious skeletons down here.
I was trying to see what type of shark that was. I was like, that looked like a bull shark or a mako. Spider crab. That thing is scary. Spider crabs are scary. I'm sorry, y'all. There's some scary animals.
Langstrom's workstation. There must be something I can use.
Yeah, I'm not going to read that. You guys can read that.
This could be useful.
All right. Yeah.
A hard drive.
Let's pick that up.
If it's back here with the sketchy research, it probably has something good on it. Or something very bad. I'm heading out. The police missed plenty here. Some weird marks on the walls, a hidden lab. I found a hard drive that might help us figure out what Langstrom was up to.
Sounds good. See you back here soon.
Uh-oh, that ain't good.
That definitely wasn't me.
Nope, it definitely wasn't. Criminals! That looked like a dude. Yeah, come on and get some.
Oh crap! It's Robin. What's he?
Okay, Robin. Oh, yeah, Robin. Yeah, I'm liking you right now. Yep. Good choice, Crispy. All right.
They better cut their party short.
That racket! Turn off the damn fire alarm up there.
They're causing one heck of a ruckus.
Fire alarm! Die! Die! Die!
I like the way Robin takes him out. Aw, that was weak. Weak sauce.
The average temperature something lights on fire is between 420.
Oh, so we got educated thugs now. We got science thugs.
Hey, look out here!
That's funny.
Professor of
Yeah, choke him out. Choke him out. Choked. Oh man, that was funny. She was giving the science books a soliloquy. All right, now you can use your AR to identify enemies, which you're gonna need later in the game. See that? What I just did? Okay. Now watch this.
Are the fumes getting to you, buddy?
Never saw me coming, huh?
I hear that choking getting to you though. All right.
Just like Batman.
So now I got a bonus. So if I remain undetected, I'll get extra stuff.
burn now, grass. No one will mow you.
So I get Oh, that was nice. I got extra 75 XP. Okay. Oh, that was tight too. That little slide he did. How did I do that? Wait a minute. Oh, that's tight. Oh, I'm using that. Let me see. Hold on. I know you guys. I'm sorry. I never used this character, so I'm like, get all. Oh, you can come up and fight. Oh, yeah, we using that. We are using that.
Why are you freaking?
Sorry, I got too excited.
Enjoying the fireworks.
Now you have ranged attacks too, so I'll go back a little bit. Keep back.
At this rate, the whole building is coming down.
We can't access profiles yet, but we will be able to in a little bit. Dang. They're trying to burn up everything.
Hostages. Time's not on my side here.
Can anyone hear me?
This will only take a second.
All right, let's do this. Yeah, that's right. Robin's here now, buddy. Get up in that fire and get burnt up. Okay, we need to stop doing that. Ah. Okay, hit. Ah, she got me. That's one thing too, they got a lot of range with their hits, so you gotta be careful. Ooh! That was tight. Oh wow, that was tight. That was tight. Uh-oh.
Broken.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so you like to go to the gym. Obviously you're not going enough. But I see, okay. Gonna try to hook me up with a kettlebell? Okay. Yeah, you getting your butt beat. Use your heavy melee and you can break the guard. Nope. Come get some. Nope. With your high cholesterol, get out of here. That's why you're slow. Probably got diabetes too. Nope. Bye-bye.
Not bad, just a wild night. I'll head back with Langstrom's hard drive, see if we can learn why he was killed.
Yeah. That was a good little fight there. So hit me up in the comment section if you're watching this. Let me know how you like it so far. Drop down. I think this is where we go. Yeah, we're gonna use the bite. Yeah.
Which means it went badly, which means maybe this time they vote for the weed.
Okay, so I gotta do it from up here. There we go. Right. Let's roll. So one thing about the Bat Cycle is
back to the belfry.
In order to summon it. Oh, hold on. Okay.
I can't wait to see what you have.
All right. So in order to summon it, you have to be next to a road. You can't do it like if you're in a courtyard, it won't come to you. So just little fact there, let you know. Okay, let me try not to hit these people. The last time I hit the dude in the stretcher. Boy, I sent him flying. I'm like, he dead. He was dead. So I'm trying to drive more careful now. Doom, 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 doom. And then you can pop wheelies. It's pretty cool. Alright, let me see if I can make this turn here. The Bat Cycle way. Ah, I always crashing that part. I always crash there. Go. The police don't like me. Yeah, and the police don't like you. They'll chase you down and try to arrest you. You gotta... I should have beat them up, but I'm like, nah. They can handle it. Now, like I said, you will, you have to be next to a road to summon the Batcycle, but when you do they have these time challenges you do for extra points and stuff. Ah! I was scratching that too. And then you'll be able to drive during courtyards upstairs because you're following the time challenge path, but you won't be able to do that in the normal game though. Well, you can, but you won't be able to summon your Batcycle. And the Batcycle is, to me, a lot easier to drive than the Batmobile was in Arkham Knight. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty cool to get around. But once they open fast travel, you won't need the Batcycle as much. But it's still cool to drive though.
Nice work grabbing that drive from Langstrom's lab.
Do we have any idea of what killed Langstrom yet?
Hard to say much until these computers are up and running.
Once we can get at the data, we can figure out what our next move is.
I'm going out. I'm not gonna sit and wait for whatever this shit is.
We're waiting for intel, Jason. Once we have it, then we'll go.
Move. I'm gonna solve this case my way.
Stop it! He wanted us to work this together.
Whatever. That's making this harder than it has to be, kid.
I guess, since we're waiting anyway, we might as well take another look at what Bruce had on Langstrom. Crap. That must have been the secondary breaker. The primary went out months ago. I thought the backup would hold.
I got it.
Nope, you don't got it.
No need.
He does. Alfred!
A small fix that should hold for a while.
Wasn't sure you were coming, Alfred.
I'll always be here when you need me, Master Richard. When any of you need me.
I'm glad you're here.
As am I, Master Tim. This place does need work.
Damn it! We've got activity all over the city.
Sweet. Looks like my plan wins.
Hold up. We still need the intel. And Alfred can't exactly set this place up alone.
Indeed, Miss Gordon. I have a list of supplies we'll need. I could do it on my own, but it would be faster if I had help.
You can count on us, Alfred. We'll divvy it up. Let's finish what Bruce started.
Cool. All right. Let's hold the view. So this is your case files, and this tells you what you're currently doing, and you can have multiple case files in this, okay? So I'm going to explain a lot of this menu because it's kind of confusing to people just coming into it, because they don't explain everything thoroughly. And some stuff I just found out about. I mean, I'm level 21 with my other character, and I just found out how to do certain things. So I'm going to explain things as we go along, okay? All right, so the first one is the case files, which you see there. And then navigate. All right. But let's go up here to the back computer, and then we can... All right. So you have ability points. Every time you reach a new level in your XP, you get ability points. Okay? The higher levels take more XP to accomplish. All right? So I got an ability point, so I get to spend it. So you have your Slugger, Shadow, Tinkering, and it's different for every character. They have different perks. Okay? Some of them are the same and some of them are not. And then you have Knighthood, and that'll open up later. But we're not going to worry about that right now. So you got your skills. That's one thing you got here. Elemental decoy. So you got all these different skills, and we'll open them up when we do stuff. But we're gonna get this one. Robin performs a perfectly timed evade that generates momentum and allows for a perfect attack follow-up. And like I said, I'll explain those to you when it's time, when the game releases that stuff. I'll show you. All right, as you continue your investigation, each hero can unlock unique momentum. All right, so momentums are like kind of superpower things you can do. All right, so let's go to okay, and that's momentum abilities there. So that's what his momentum is. Robin evades and creates a decoy that attracts all enemies, and then it disappears with one hit. So you get all these different momentum abilities that give you kind of an edge. They give you some type of special ability that you can use in battle. Okay. So, and they all got different momentum abilities. Like Batgirl has one where she can manifest a drone and it'll shoot at people. You know, Red Hood got something to do different with his guns or something. So it just depends. All right. So we'll do that. Oops. Sorry about that. Go. And this is your map. Here, I'll show you your map. So this is your map of Gotham. You got lower historic downtown and then the multiple towns in there. See that? Okay, so that's your area or your territory. And then this is Arkham Asylum. All right. And then you have challenges. We're going to do basic training in a minute. We're going to do that so you guys can see that. And then you got your gear. So you get gear. You get like new suits and stuff and everything. Like, watch this. Change suit, right? So you can change your suit. Let's see here. Let's go to styles. They have different styles. So that's my current suit. That's the new guard. See, they got some tight costumes on here. Look at that one. That was tight. But you got to unlock them. Man, this thing is so tight. Like the custom ability here. Customization, I mean, is tight. That's the Talon one. See the different one? Knighthood. So these things are tight. I mean, these... Oops. Sorry, I keep messing that up. All right. And then you got colorway. So that's the iconic alpha. You got different colors. That's tight. Slade. I like that one, the Slade one. And then you got your loadout. So let's go to melee. So I got a bow staff, right? And what happens, you'll get new bow staffs and equipment that can do different things. All right, as you rank up in the game, those become available to you, and you craft them. And I'll talk about crafting in a minute when we get to that part. But he has a slingshot, and then the suit. Okay, so that was what we're working on. And then there's crafting where you can craft. You get blueprints when you fight enemies and stuff, and do stuff out in the world. And you can craft suit with resources because you get resources. But like I said, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I don't want to confuse people. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so you got challenges, you got abilities. We did that. Database. So this just tells you what we just went through. But I want to go down to, let's see, Belfry. And that's your training. And then Vigilante Basics. So this tells you the basics. So if you want to learn about the game a little bit, this will tell you a little bit how. But it doesn't explain how the process works. Not everything. Okay. And then you got crimes. So the freaks, it tells you. And then GCPT, because that's all you've done so far. Okay. And this upgrades as you continue to play. It'll upgrade. So you want to come back here and read all this important information. All right. So we just did that ambush. Attacking from above. Marking enemies. We did that. And using stealth. So all the stuff, it'll explain what you're doing. And then your combat. You have veterans and champions. Grabbing enemies. Because you can grab enemies. That'll become crucial later on. And that explains your momentum. So see, that's all the momentum abilities you get. And then your guard breaks. Okay. So this is pretty thorough, man. It does explain things a little bit. But not necessarily, especially when it comes to mods and stuff. I had to figure that one out. All right. Okay. So went through that. All right. And then when you close case files of stuff you've done already. So you don't have to worry about it. So, and then you got your profiles. And I do this, you know, because some people like to read the lore. So that's why on my walkthroughs, I kind of always slow down and do this. So people can read the lore, because I have some people that like to read it. They like to get into the story behind each of the characters. Of course, you can always just pause it and read it. Because I have different subscribers that like to watch my videos for different reasons. So I have to kind of cater to all of them. And in fact, it's because of a subscriber that I'm even doing this walkthrough. Because I wasn't at first, but then I had one of my subscribers really wanted me to do one and explain it. Because they're thinking about buying it. So I said, okay, I can do that. We can do a full walkthrough. We might as well do the whole thing. Yeah, he would be a terrible cook. He's Batman. Duh. He does crime fighting, not cook fighting. Duh. I'm just saying, man. Some of this stuff is like, okay. He becomes important later too. We'll get to that though. Yeah, this is, some people complain about the story about this, but I think the story's pretty good. I like it. Now, if you don't want to sit here and kind of, as I go through these profiles, you can always just fast forward the video to where we get back to the action. But I do this for my lore people. So you got your different attackers for the freaks, and you got different criminal organizations, criminal factions too in here. This is just the first one. Okay, so I want to talk about this. So later in the game, you're going to get weapons, equipment that have elemental effects like fire. I think fire, ice, toxic, bioelectric, and there's one more, a concussion. I think there might be another one after that. I haven't reached that part yet. But this tells you what their resistance against fire, of course, and then their weakness. Okay, so if you attack them with the weakness, let's say I have on a bow staff that has toxic, I'll take them down a lot faster. Okay, so that's important to know that. What their damage is, what kind of damage they produce, resistance, and weakness. Okay, so that's how you find out. That's important because you have to switch up your gear sometimes depending on who you're fighting. All right. Evade decoy unlocked. That's right. So it says exit the. Let's see here.
Freaks have no qualms about killing people.
So this is where you do your training area. Oh, I can do it here. Okay. Hold on. Let me see where my yeah. All right, I tell you what. We're gonna go ahead and end here because I'm at 51 minutes already. We'll go ahead and end here, and then in the second video we'll do the basic training. All right. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw so far. Hey, let's go talk. Let's talk right quick. We got time. Let's talk to him. See what he wants.
Langstrom's secret lab was kind of creepy, but also really cool. What about the quarry? Did you find anything interesting there?
If by interesting you mean useless piles of rocks in an abandoned site, then yeah. That hard drive better give us some answers, or we'll be back to square one.
Langstrom wouldn't have gone through all the trouble of encrypting the drive if it didn't contain something important. And with all of us on the case, I'm sure we could figure it out.
We should be out there getting answers, not sitting around waiting. Damn it. Why did Bruce have to hide this from us?
I should have known something was wrong. If he had just talked to me, maybe...
Maybe he'd still be alive. Or maybe you'd be dead too.
I guess we'll never know. Just promise me that if you do find something, you'll share it. We're a team, Jason.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see something right quick. Okay, challenges, abilities. Why is it still... Oh, okay, I see. Because I didn't check all those off. Okay, I was just trying to see why I was... Still got the exclamation points. I'm like, why is it still doing it? Oh, and then you have email. You get emails in this. This is crazy. From different characters and stuff. So that's crazy too. But we don't do that yet. All right, then. I think we'll... Like I said, we're going to end it here. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it. The next video, we'll do the basic training and we'll go out and patrol Gotham City and do some stuff there. All right. So until we meet again in cyberspace, peace, God bless. See, they interrupted me. Quit talking.
Did not want people to know about it.
Quit talking. They're messing up my outro. They're just rude. Anyway, until we meet again in cyberspace, peace, God bless. Remember, we live in a dangerous world, so please stay frosty. See ya.